Hello everyone, my name is Curtis White and I have a Be Backtesting Twitter and a Beyond Backtesting YouTube channel. Today in this project, this is my most recent project, I'm going to show how you can get intelligence assistance from a large language model running locally, a local large language model running in, say, LM Studio, and bring that intelligence into your Jupyter Notebooks, into your Python notebooks. Now this project has a few different parts. It's going to have this script here, it's going to have an AutoHotKey, and it's also going to have, I'll also show how that connects to the LM Studio. Now I said this brings it in, this is for bringing in data from a local, from a large language model running locally, and that's the use case I developed this for. But with a few small changes, you could, I'm sure you could make this and change this so it would call out to external models such as Anthropic's Claude Sonnet or ChatGPT or GPT-4, OpenAI's GPT-4. Now, this is a project, again, I used AI to help me build all the different components of this project with a lot of back and forth and insight from what I wanted as well. But this is a project where I'm sure I suspect there's probably some other types of solutions out there, and I didn't do a lot of research, so it may be worth it to go out and research what else is out there. I know that probably Google Colab has some kind of AI features, but let me just show you how this works here, because I think it's still will be insightful and could be potentially very useful. So here we have this. This is some magic script here, some magic cells, and I'm just going to press enter on that. And then, as you can see here, this is going to be locally. So I'm going to say how to declare, and I've already done it. Declare one-dimensional array Python, and I'm going to show you kind of how this works. So this is running locally on my computer. It's going to the LM Studio, and it's pulling this in. Okay, now let's give me an example here. And what's nice is, let me do another one so I can kind of show you how this works. Let me say, plot a bar chart, Python. Okay, again, this is running locally. I can show you here. This is running where it's pulling all that in. One thing, since we're here, this is LM Studio. You'll need this, and you'll need to turn the server on and set up your proper endpoint. One thing I did here is you may want to change the system prompt to give it some context that it's in Jupyter Notebook, Python, be concise. This is just a little tip for that. And so here we have our code. I'm going to show you what's kind of nice about this. So it can give you this. Sometimes it gives you a lot, and that's one reason I set it to be concise. But so I'm going to try to run this, and this time it worked. Sometimes when you run these local models, sometimes it gives an error. I want to show you how that works. So this is I'm going to create an error here, and I'm going to do this as the error. Okay, so we got the invalid syntax, right? Now, if you were working in a chat model, like say ChatGPT or even Claude Sonnet, you'd have to be copying and pasting back, right? Well, my send chat will send the last cell with the error message to the local model, and so that it can so that I'll have to do this, and it's sending the error message, the cell, all that is getting sent to the locally, and it's and here it's already corrected the code for us. So now we have the corrected code, and it does that. So I can also do something like you can ask it questions. You can send the last n cells. So I'm going to ask it a question. I'm going to say, how to define string Python. If you do a question mark here, this is a code cell actually, or it's because we're using this magic cell that can actually cause it to error. So don't do that. Again, I haven't tested this very much. I've got it working, as a prototype, but I'm sure there'll be some things you'll find about it. So so here, it's returned with some useful help here, right? And so that looks pretty good. The other component to this is if you don't like typing the %, then I have also created a AutoHotKey script, and this AutoHotKey script has some commands. I've been experimenting with the different variations of these, but so that I can simply do a dot and that will send the basically the error correction mode, or I can do a .c to chat with it, and I can also add some little context Python, so I don't have to tell it that every time. So let me just show you that. So I'm going to do .c, and see that when I typed into .c, it expanded, and now I can say in a Python context, print the first 5 Fibonacci numbers, right? And we'll see how this responds. And if you were just to say this, it'd probably just give you the first 5 numbers, right? And in this case, it's giving us the function. A little bit different there. It did it in Markdown. That's fine. And I can do this. And now we've got the syntax error. And what I can do is I can do ... and just space, and that's going to send that back, and that will get sent back the previous cell. All I do is type the ... that previous cell gets sent back. It seems like you're trying to implement a Fibonacci sequence of code. Here's a corrected version of code. I don't know what was wrong with that. Now, if you wanted to, you could go back up to this cell, right, and just enter and paste it. Now hit, the shift enter, and it took that cell, and now I can do the copy this line out, or you could go on, and as you work in your notebook, you could keep that history, right, depending on your objectives. And now I have that. So pretty cool, huh? So again, the commands are basically I can do a .c, and I can say, okay, let me see if this is something I haven't tried. Let's see if I can do print a candlestick. Let's say plot a candlestick chart. Okay. Enter, and now it's going to go, and it's going to try to figure out how to do that. You can say to find a function. How does this work, right, when you're chatting? And the other mode, this is probably a lot of code. This is running here. It's pretty fast on my graphics card, so it's giving some stuff back here. And so here we've got some. I don't know if I have these libraries. I don't think I do. In this. Yeah, so it's not going to have that. Now, if I had a question about that, I could do the just ... and that's going to send the code with the error back, and then it's going to come back and give me some information about what to do to resolve that error. Okay, so it's saying I could install that, and it's giving me that intelligence right there. So the components for this again is the magic cells. I'll be sharing those. Down below. This is the function of the magic cells, the AutoHotKey script, which I'll be sharing, which this does your key binding, and you basically have the ... which just if you do the send chat without any text, it's going to grab the most recent cell with the error message and send that. If you do the .c, it's going to send the wherever your chat message is. And then there's also, I haven't tested it, but I've added this extra command to be able to pull the last in cell, so you can send, say, the last 2 or 3 cells to get help with that. So you have that. And then the other thing you're going to need is, to get this full demo working, you're going to need LLM Studio. You're going to need to set your local server up. If you get an error message, you may want to try changing the port number. Sometimes that the default ports didn't work for me. I just changed the port number, and that worked. And you may want to change this message here to be concise or whatever you want for that. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you found this useful. Thanks. That's all.